This episode of Funky Fitness Now is made possible by listeners like you. Get exclusive rewards and more by visiting funkyfitnessnow.com/support. Funky Fitness Now, episode 52, Gym Pet Peeves.
But, there are times where, people just let it all hang out for prolonged periods of time.
Welcome to Funky Fitness Now, where every week we take a look at some of the creative, unusual, and crazy things people do to get fit. We have a lot of fun, and occasionally we even learn something. So fasten your weight belt. It's time for Funky Fitness Now. Here are your hosts, Steve Stearns and Jessica Bailey.
Hi, and welcome to Funky Fitness Now, episode 52. I'm Steve Stearns from Outside Health and Fitness, and I'm really excited tonight because we're going to just complain. I mean, who doesn't like complaining, All the things that aggravate us and upset us when we're at the gym. That's what we're talking about. And speaking of aggravating at the gym, my co-host from Sassy Girl Fitness NYC, Jessica Bailey.
Hi, do you think that I'm aggravating?
No, not at all.
Good answer.
There are people aggravating you at the gym.
Oh, yeah, people do aggravate me.
Yes.
I have a lot to talk about when it comes to this topic. I'm going to try to rein it in because this show is not 5 hours long.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of annoying things that happen at the gym every day, and I want to talk about some of them.
And chances are we're going to share some of these things, and you're going to be listening to this going like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. I've heard that before. I've seen that thing. And, I agree with you. We could go on forever. I also want to just put a little footnote in. There are a lot of really nice people at the gym, too. These are just the ones that drive us crazy.
Yeah, there are so many nice people, but you know the saying, you don't remember when someone does something nice. You remember when someone does something awful.
Exactly.
And that's what we're going to talk about.
Exactly.
Well, on today's show, you're going to get to relive why cleaning up your human marinade will make your neighbor thank you.
And a pet peeve that may damage one of your most primitive senses.
And why the gym is not the place for prolonged states of nudity.
And folks who need to give the equipment a little more personal space.
First thing is first. We need to make sure that you know that we're not endorsing any of the healing treatments, activities, equipment, concepts, chow, or added features that we're sharing with you on the show.
Correctamundo. If you hear something we're talking about and think it might be something you would like to try, we'd like you to check with your doctor first. It's always a good idea to get their okay before you start to aggravate people at the gym or any new exercise or diet plan.
Right. The first thing I want to talk about, I think everyone has experienced. The person that's unleashing sweaty hell on a machine and not cleaning up afterwards.
Ugh. Yes.
I know. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you quickly jump on a machine and you forget to clean up the few drops of sweat that you leave behind. But no one wants to get on a machine and feel like someone just did all their sweating directly onto your body.
Exactly. At my gym, we have an upstairs area, and I usually end up there, and I go up there. They've got mats down the floor so you can stretch or you can do crunches or planks or whatever you want to do. And I can't tell you how many times I go up there and there's like an outline. It looks like a police thing. There's an outline of some sweaty person's body on the mat. It's like, ugh.
Oh, and that's all you want to do is just throw your body down on it. And gross.
It's like, what happened here?
Every gym you go to, there are towels, paper towels, or actual washcloths and spray. Every gym.
That's right.
Wipe it down.
Wipe it down, people. Most of these things, the common thread for me through most of these pet peeves is just people that are inconsiderate. That's what really gets me.
Yes, I agree. So inconsiderate. I think that's why it drives you insane.
Exactly.
Because it's just so rude.
Yes. Well, I've got one that's quite rude. I've been trying desperately to figure out how to avoid this person, and I can't seem to do it. It doesn't matter. I usually go to the gym around 10 past 1, and it's strategic that I do that because a lot of people go on their lunch break. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go at 12 because it's going to be just jam-packed. And if I go at 1, like at the top of the hour, there's a lot of people that, they're in at the top of the hour, out at the top of the hour, so everything gets jammed up in the locker room. So I try to go at like 10 past, right? Mm-hmm. But if I go
smart.
Yeah, if I go 10 past 11 or 20 past 1 or 10 past 12, it doesn't matter. This person seems to be there. It's driving me crazy. And I'm not sure when the last time they took a shower or washed their gym clothes.
Oh, gross.
It is so bad. You come around the corner to where the locker rooms are, and I go, oh, God, the guy's here. I can tell. I haven't even seen him yet, and I can tell.
You can smell him before you've even done anything?
Yep.
Oh, gross.
It doesn't matter how many lockers away you are. I'm sure he's a nice person, but it's like, oh, man, it smells like a fire. It's so bad.
You know what? You could take, like, Vicks Vapor Rub and just hold it under your nose. Isn't that what they do in, like, crime scenes?
Yes.
Like, so they don't have to smell
it. That's right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Remember Silence of the Lambs? She took something out and she put it under her nose so she wouldn't have to smell the terrible scents.
That's a great idea. And it's one of those things like, just wash them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how difficult is it?
Oh,
it's gotta be annoying to the person that has the smelly clothes on.
God, I would think so.
Like, God, I really stink. All right, so the moral of that story is
wash.
Gross. All right. So I got something kind of along the same lines. Being far too comfortable with your naked body in the locker room. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you're comfortable with your body. Great. That's wonderful. I love when people are confident. But everyone else that's at the gym, not so much. They don't need to see all your beginnings. And, the gym is not the time to be sharing everything with everyone else. Yeah. And, unless you never get nude, which means that you never shower like your friend at the gym who never showers, you will have to disrobe at some point.
Right.
And that's fine. Everyone is fine by that. You face the locker, don't make eye contact, just do it quickly, whatever. No one's looking, no one's videoing it. But, there are times where, like, people just let it all hang out for prolonged periods of time.
There literally used to be a guy, this guy would be in the locker room, and he was an older fellow. And he would stand there completely naked with his like 1 foot up on the bench talking to guys and stuff. It's like, what are you doing?
Amazing, because that makes everyone feel really comfortable.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. And I agree with you. It's like, you have to disrobe, but you're just, you're discreet about it. You're not like just running around. And fortunately, this gym that I'm in now, everyone's pretty discreet in that department. Thank goodness.
Oh my God, thank God. I remember there was a woman that really loved to be naked. And she loved to just walk around the locker room without her clothes on. Now, this was not a very large locker room, okay? It was pretty small, and, you kind of like had to turn sideways to pass people. Anyway, she is always nude in this locker room. Fine, whatever. You just kind of you were like, oh, there's the nude woman, whatever. One day I walk in and there is one sink and she has got her leg propped up on the sink and she is shaving.
Ugh.
I walked into the locker room. That was the first thing I saw was her nude body and one leg up shaving. I was like, this is so unsanitary. What are you doing?
Oh, man.
I didn't care.
I know.
Yeah, it was gross. Gross.
It's that inconsideration thing again. Here's one that I find to be quite inconsiderate, and I see this more and more. The guys will go up to the free weight area, right? And you have like the rack of free weights, and they'll go up and they'll select the free weights that they want, and then they will stand within a few inches of the rack and do all their reps. So like if you want to get weights that are anywhere near them, you can't.
Of course not. That's so obnoxious.
It's like, could you back up and let other people? It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, so they're giving the illusion that they're sharing with everyone else, but no, they're not. They're selfish.
Yeah. And
oh my God.
And I'm like, at my gym, there's multiple sets of the same. Like if you want to use 35-pound dumbbells, there's 2 or 3 of them there, but they're all in the same place. So even though the guy's using his, I can't get the ones I want. So I don't care. Like, hey, take them back to wherever you want to go with them. I don't care. I just don't stand 2 inches from the the weight
It's
rack.
obnoxious. It's obnoxious. So when I go to visit my parents, there is a local gym that I usually go to, and everyone at this gym knows everyone else, right? And so when I walk in, everyone's usually looking at me like, "Who the heck is this? What
New
is she
person.
doing?" Yeah. Oh, who is this? And I have my headphones on, and there's always some stupid person standing in front of the weights, like hoarding them. Like I'm not allowed to get them. And nope. I throw myself down and start doing burpees, or I just do like something. I'm like, oh no, two can play that game. You want me to do mountain climbers? I'm going to in front of your face, and then you're going to move, and I'm going to get my free weights.
Yeah. See, it's a whole inconsideration thing. It's like there are other people in the world, you know.
Yeah.
I get my weights, I move away. Let somebody else
Right?
come in. That's fine.
I think it's annoying, right? But it's good because it like reminds you to be very considerate of other people and to be considerate of people when you're outside of the gym, just in normal life.
Exactly. And again, like we said at the beginning, the vast majority of people are great. The vast majority of people are very considerate at the gym. Mm-hmm. It's just, the other ones stand out. It's like bad drivers,
Yeah, but I will say if we didn't have the bad ones, we would not have a show tonight.
That's true. And speaking of the bad ones, we have launched a Patreon campaign, and we're really excited to tell you about it.
Well, you know that we love doing Funky Fitness and bringing you some more of the unusual things and ideas that people are trying to do to stay fit and active.
Yes, and we'd like to ask for your support. That's why we've set up your Patreon page. When you become a Funky Fitness fan, you help make the show possible, and you keep it ad-free, which is really considerate. And on your page, you'll find some really cool rewards like behind-the-scenes videos and bonus content.
Yeah, and you'll get episodes before anyone else, personalized videos, and a bunch of other cool, funky stuff.
So visit funkyfitnessnow.com/support and become a Funky Fitness fan right now. We really do appreciate it. You can also find your Patreon link in the show notes for this episode at funkyfitnessnow.com/52.
And you'll find links to everything else we talked about in the show today.
So what do we have coming up next week, Jess?
Next week, we're going to do Funky Fitness cleanses. You know, the ones where people drink like only juice for days on end?
Oof, that sounds
Yeah,
rough.
we're going to talk about that.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for that one. So until next time, I'm Steve Stearns.
And I'm Jessica Bailey saying stay fit and funky.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you haven't already, make sure you visit funkyfitnessnow.com for more of the weird, wild, and kooky things people do to stay fit. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter so you never miss an episode. See you next week.